Predator. Badlands is coming. And if the glimpses we've seen are any indication, we're about to witness something the franchise has only hinted at. The full complexity of Yautja society laid bare. But here's the thing. To truly appreciate what director Trachtenberg is building, you need to understand something most casual fans overlook. The Predators aren't just random alien hunters showing up to collect skulls. They operate within a rigid social hierarchy, a brutal meritocracy where your rank determines everything. What you hunt, what weapons you carry, whether you live or die with honor. And Badlands? It's not just another hunt. The title alone tells us we're heading somewhere dangerous, somewhere outside the normal rules. A proving ground, a place of exile, maybe even a battlefield where predator clans settle their differences. So before we step into that world, we need to decode the system. Who are the Youngbloods desperate to prove themselves? What makes an elder's word absolute law? And what happens when you put multiple predators with different ranks in the same hostile territory? By the end of this video, you'll be able to watch Badlands and instantly recognize the power dynamics at play. You'll know which predator is in charge, who's got something to prove, and what's really at stake when they face off. Let's break down the Yautja hierarchy. First, we need to establish the foundation. Everything in Yautja culture revolves around the hunt. Not just any hunt, a worthy hunt. Killing something weak or defenseless, that's not just pointless, it's shameful. It goes against the code. Their entire honor system is built on 3 pillars. 1. The prey must be worthy, challenging, dangerous. Armed humans, xenomorphs, engineered beasts. These are targets that prove your skill. 2. The combat must be fair. Yes, they have cloaking tech and plasma casters, but they're balancing their advantages against your advantages. They're not just murdering civilians. They're testing themselves against worthy adversaries. 3. Respect is earned through strength. You don't get handed authority because of your bloodline or your age. You earn it, kill by kill, hunt by hunt, scar by scar. Now, here's why the hierarchy matters. In Yautja society, your rank isn't just a title, it's your entire identity. It determines what hunts you're allowed to go on, what weapons and tech you have access to, how other predators treat you, and whether you have a voice in clan decisions. Move up the ranks and you gain respect, better gear, and harder challenges. Fail, you might not get a second chance. And this is crucial for Badlands. If we're seeing multiple predators in this film, and all signs point to yes, then we're watching a hierarchy in action. There will be leaders and followers, veterans and rookies. And in the Badlands, wherever that is, those dynamics are going to be tested. So let's break down the ranks from bottom to top. At the very bottom, you have the Unblooded, the rookies, the Youngbloods. These are predators who have trained their entire lives but haven't made their first confirmed kill yet. No trophy, no mark, no respect. Think about the 3 Youngbloods in Alien vs. Predator. They're physically capable. They've got the strength, the speed, the weapons. But they're green. They make mistakes. They get cocky. They don't have the battle-tested instincts that keep you alive when everything goes wrong. In Yautja culture, being unblooded is almost like being invisible. You're part of the clan, technically, but you haven't earned your place yet. Other predators won't even fully acknowledge you until you prove yourself. The blooding ritual. That moment when you make your first kill and mark yourself with the blood of your prey is everything. It's your graduation from student to warrior. Once you've successfully completed your hunt, you become blooded. You're a real predator now. This is where most of the predators we see in the films exist. The city hunter from Predator 2, the jungle hunter from the original. These are proven warriors with multiple kills under their belt, refined techniques, and the respect of their peers. But here's the thing. Even within the blooded tier, there's a pecking order. A predator with 5 successful hunts isn't equal to one with 50. Your trophy count matters. The difficulty of your prey matters. Your scars tell your story. Blooded warriors are constantly competing, not necessarily against each other in direct combat, but in the hunt itself. Who can take down the most dangerous prey? Who can do it with style? Who brings back the rarest trophy? This competitive drive isn't about ego. Well, not just about ego. It's about climbing higher, earning the right to lead hunts, gaining access to better technology, getting selected for more prestigious assignments. Now we reach the upper echelon, the elders. These are predators who have survived decades, maybe even centuries of hunts. They've faced every kind of prey across countless worlds. They've earned more trophies than most warriors will ever see. And crucially, they've earned wisdom. Elders don't just hunt anymore, they lead. They make decisions for the clan. They approve or deny hunting grounds. They settle disputes. They pass judgment. When an elder speaks, younger predators listen. Not out of fear, but out of respect. This is someone who has survived situations that killed countless others. Someone who knows the code inside and out and has never violated it. Visually, you can usually tell an elder by their more ornate armor, their extensive scarring, and the deference other predators show them. Remember the grayback elder at the end of Predator 2? The way the other predators parted for him? That's hierarchy in action. In Badlands, if we see an elder, that predator is likely calling the shots. Their word is law. And then there's a rank we've only seen hints of, the Ancients. These are the legends, predators who have survived not just decades, but centuries. They're walking history, living embodiments of Yautja culture at its peak. We don't know much about them because they rarely appear in the lore. Some theories suggest they only emerge during existential threats to the species. Others think they're part of some higher governing body that oversees all clans. If Badlands gives us an ancient, even just one, it would be a huge deal. It would mean whatever's happening in this story is significant enough to draw out a predator that's survived longer than human civilization. So that's the basic hierarchy. But here's where it gets interesting for Badlands. The title Badlands is deliberate. In human terms, Badlands are harsh, lawless territories. Dangerous, unforgiving, not where you want to be. So what does that mean for predators? Theory 1, the proving ground. This could be where youngbloods are sent for their blooding ritual. Not some easy hunt on a primitive world, a brutal test in a hostile environment where only the worthy survive. Multiple youngbloods dropped into contested territory, competing not just against the local threats, but against each other for glory. If this is the case, we'd see inexperienced predators making mistakes, learning on the fly, and possibly dying in ways that would shock audiences used to seeing predators as unstoppable. Theory 2, the exile zone. What happens when a predator breaks the code? They can't just be killed. That would be dishonorable unless they're given a chance to fight. So maybe the Badlands is where dishonored predators are sent. A place where they can either redeem themselves through impossible hunts or die trying. This would give us predators with nothing to lose, more desperate, more dangerous, maybe even willing to bend the rules because they've already been cast out. Theory 3. Disputed territory. Maybe the Badlands is a hunting ground claimed by multiple clans. And when predator clans clash, it's not like human warfare. It's about honor, territory, and proving which clan is superior. This would give us the holy grail of predator storytelling. Predators fighting predators, with the hierarchy fully on display. Elders commanding warriors, youngbloods trying to prove themselves, veterans executing complex strategies. Regardless of which theory is correct, here's what we know will happen. If there are multiple predators, there's a ranking among them. Someone's in charge. Someone's got something to prove. Someone might challenge authority. And that's where the drama lives. Imagine a veteran blooded warrior leading a group of youngbloods. The youngbloods want glory. They want to prove themselves. But the veteran knows the real dangers. There's going to be tension, mistakes, maybe even betrayal. Or picture an elder who's grown rigid with tradition suddenly facing a situation the old ways don't account for. Do they adapt? Or do they hold to the code even if it means failure? The hierarchy creates natural conflict, and conflict is story. So when you're watching Badlands, here's how to read the room. Visual cues. Armor complexity. Simpler gear usually means younger, less experienced. Trophy count. More trophies, higher rank. Scars. These tell you how many times they've nearly died and lived to fight again. Biomask designs. Elders tend to have more elaborate, personalized masks. Behavioral cues. Who gets the kill? The hierarchy determines who has first rights to prey. Who defers to whom? Watch how predators position themselves around each other. Who breaks protocol first? That tells you everything about their desperation or dishonor. The stakes. Is this about individual glory or clan survival? Are we watching a test or a war? What happens if the hierarchy breaks down completely? Predator. Badlands isn't just another hunt. It's Dan Trachtenberg taking us deeper into Yautja culture than we've ever been. And now you've got the decoder ring. You know the ranks. You understand the honor code. You can read the power dynamics. When that film drops, you're not just watching action, you're watching a society in motion with all its brutal hierarchy, its ruthless competition, and its unbreakable code of honor. The hunt is about to begin. And now you know what you're really looking at.
If you enjoy our content and want us to keep delivering the latest news, reviews, and gameplay tips, please consider supporting us by clicking the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified about our latest uploads. Join the Power Play community with Jason Creed. Thank you for being part of our journey. Let's keep gaming together.